Okay, guys, so welcome to JV's Tutors. So we have this WASSCE probability question, commas. Let's do it together. Okay. So if you have a question like this, first of all, you have to put down our preamble first. So first of all, they said the probabilities that AFI and now will pass an aptitude test are what 60% and 80% what respectively. So now we have to what find correct to one decimal point the probability that what only one of them will pass the test and what none of them will pass. Very, very easy. Very, very easy. Now let's do it together. So first of all, let's make probability that AFI will pass. A is equal to probability that AFI will pass the aptitude test. So this one is the same, is equal to what? 60%. And 60% in fraction is what? 3/5. Because 60% you get what? 60 over 100. And if you cancel out, you get what? 3/5. So probability of now pass is what? N. Which is equal to what? That now will pass equal to 4/5 because of the 80%. 80%, 80 over 100, you cancel out, get out to 4/5. Okay. So now, probability that AFI will not pass with what? That is the probability of A complement. Which is what? 1 minus what? 3/5. Which is equal to what? 2/5. And probability that what now will not pass the test is what? 1 minus 4/5, which is equal to what? 1/5. But now the question is asking only probability that what only one of them will pass the test. Okay. So now probability that only one of them will pass the test is what? It's either what? It's either AFI pass the test. So probability of AFI intersection what? Now complement plus what? Probability of AFI didn't pass. AFI did not pass the test. Intersection what? N, which is now pass the test. Because I said we should find what? Probability that what? Only one of them passes the test. So it's either what? AFI passed the test or what? Now passes the test. So this one is the same as what? Probability that what? Is the same as probability of AFI times probability of what? N complement plus probability of AFI did not pass plus probability of now passed. Okay, so the probability of A is what? 3/5 times probability of now didn't pass is what? 1/5 plus probability of AFI did not pass, which is what? AFI did not pass is, remember, AFI did not pass is what? 2/5 times now pass, which is what? 4/5. So you do your calculations and you get what? You get 3/5 times 1/5 is 3/25 plus 2/5 times 4/5 is what? 8/25. This one is equal to what? 11/25. Therefore, probability that one will pass the test the aptitude test is 11/25. Okay. So now let's do I. So now this is I. Now for I, let me do I here. So I said none of them will pass the test. None of them. So none of them means that probability of Afi did not pass the test times the probability of what? Now did not pass the test. So it's what? Probability of what? Afi complement intersection what? Now complement. Which is the same as probability of what? Afi times probability of this one is the same as 2 or 5 times what? 1 over 5, which is the same as 2 over 10. You can't say which one, you know what? 1 over 5. So therefore, for the I, probability that none pass the test is what? 1 over 5. Guys, you see, this is very, very easy. So please, anytime you see it in this one, don't ignore answer. It usually comes in answer. I wish you all the best. See you.